So, good afternoon, everyone. We know
Yeah,
that
noon, sir.
already.
Yes,
Good
ma'am,
afternoon.
sir.
Good afternoon. You already started the discussion of the chapter Nationalism in India. Nationalism in India. Related with that, number of things we discussed so far, like the First World War and economical and social conditions that created by the First World War in India. Okay, social and economic conditions. Clear. Next one, the arrival of Mahatma Gandhi. Clear. And the idea of Satyagraha. Idea of Satyagraha. And three various Satyagrahas that organized by Mahatma Gandhi. And we know that those Satyagrahas are successful ones. Okay. Finally, what is the Rowlatt Act? Rowlatt Act. We learned that. What is Rowlatt Act? And the Rowlatt Act and how the Indians reacted against the Rowlatt Act. Right? How the Indians reacted against the Rowlatt Act and how this Rowlatt Act and the reaction of Indians led to the problem or incident termed as the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Right? We know that, right? Everyone know that this statement is correct or not? Aditya Krishna, do you know what is Jallianwala Bagh massacre?
Yes, sir.
Good. So tell me, name the person behind that incident. Name the person who's connected with that particular incident. Not from Indian side, but from the British side. Who is that? Aditya? I can't hear. Vishnupriya?
What is that only question? What is
Don't need the question.
Jallianwala?
No.
Mm.
The
Can you speak?
person, the commander. Okay. Name the name.
General
Name
Dyer.
him. General Dyer. General Dyer. Okay. That's not Vishnupriya. Aditya Dev. Sorry, Adi Dev. Okay. He gave the answer. This is General O'Dare. Reginald O'Dare. Okay. So that's what Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Jallianwala Bagh massacre. I will give another chance for Vishnupriya. Tell me about the Rowlatt Act of 1919 or Black Act of 1919. Vishnupriya, she's turning the knots. Yeah, fantastic.
Mm.
Vishnupriya.
Yeah, it had been
Yeah.
hurriedly passed
Hurriedly.
through the
I
Imperial Legislative Council
very good, very good,
despite
very
the
good.
united
Exactly
opposition.
from the note. Exactly from the note. Yeah, it is hurriedly passed by the Imperial Legislative Council. The same time, the Indian members rejected it. Okay. So what is that? Okay. Why this law? Tell me. Aditya Nair. Sorry, Aditya Nair.
Yes, sir.
Tell me. What is Rowlatt Act?
Sir,
Hmm.
it was a widespread movement.
Rowlatt
That,
Act, it's a widespread movement. After 6 days of holidays, okay. The common sense, I think you solved that. You people solved your common sense. Huh? How much you got for it? Aditya, how much you got for your common sense that you sold in the markets? Okay, my question is, what is Rowlatt Act? What is that? Or what was that? Yeah, Savio is ready to give me the answer. Savio,
Yes,
tell me.
Rowlatt Act. This an act to
Act 2.
uh, to, keep Indians in
Keep,
jail without
keep whom?
Indians. Indians
Indians, right.
without any trial.
Without trial, correct. So Rowlatt Act that give
For
enormous power to the British government to arrest an Indian politician and keep them in jail without trial at least or minimum for 2 years, right? Right. That was Rowlatt Act. Okay. Rifa, Einstein, Afsana, Vishnu, Pratyush, Sainaba. Okay. Heidi, then Pratyush, not Pratyusha, Pratyush. Okay. So Sainaba, Vishnu Vivi. Okay, Meghna Pradeep, Arjun of 10A. Please turn on the cameras. Please do that. Okay, that's it. That's it. That's what the Rowlatt Act. So Rowlatt Act led to the problem called the incident called the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Okay, so you already pointed that Jallianwala Bagh massacre is important for the map pointing. Okay, important for the map pointing. Okay, again that cameras are off. call the name, suddenly you will come online and suddenly you will turn off that. I don't know why it is so. What's your problem with the camera? Huh? Okay. So back to the textbook. Okay. So listen carefully. Last 2-3 classes, I told you people to submit the notes. Submit the notes. Okay. Very few students. I mean, few students have submitted it. Nearly 5 to 6 students submitted the notes there. So there's a work for you today. You want to read the notes, and you have to send me by evening. Okay, by correcting the errors. Correcting the errors. I don't want to find any. I want to see any mistakes, spelling mistakes, something like that in that notes there. Write down. Write down the first question. Write down the first question. Please get your pen, notes, I mean paper, and start writing. Start writing. Start writing. Here, what were the three proposals? What were the three proposals? Everyone right there. Everyone right there. Okay. What were the three proposals regarding non-cooperation movement? Regarding non-cooperation movement. What were the three proposals regarding non-cooperation movement? As suggested by Mahatma Gandhi. As suggested by Mahatma Gandhi. As suggested by Mahatma Gandhi. As suggested by Mahatma Gandhi.
Can you repeat?
Yeah, repeating question. What were the three proposals regarding non-cooperation movement as suggested by Mahatma Gandhi? As suggested by Mahatma Gandhi. As suggested by Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, write down first point. Gandhiji proposed that the movement should unfold in stages. Gandhiji proposed that movement will unfold in stages. Gandhiji proposed that the movement will unfold in stages. Unfold in stages.
Sir, is it the answer?
Again, points are there. This is just the introduction sentence. First point, write down. Surrender of titles that the government awarded. First activity, what is that? Surrender of titles that the government awarded. We know that. Okay, the non-cooperation movement that time. Okay, almost all the Indian leaders, they decided to surrender the titles or give back the title that they received from the Britishers. So first point is surrender of titles that the government awarded. Surrender of titles that the government awarded. Second point, boycott of civil services. Boycott of civil services. Boycott of civil services. Army. Boycott of civil services. Army. Police. Okay. Boycott of civil services, comma, police, comma, army, comma, courts, comma, legislative councils, comma, legislative councils, comma, schools, comma, schools, and foreign goods, and foreign goods, and foreign goods, and foreign goods. Okay. Third point. In case of government uses repression, in case the government used repression, in case government used repression, A full civil disobedience, a full civil disobedience campaign would be launched. A full civil disobedience campaign would be launched.
Can you repeat the last sentence?
Yeah. If or in case of any government repression, a full civil disobedience campaign would be launched. A full civil disobedience campaign would be launched. Okay. So this answer is there in your textbook too. Clear or not? Okay, related with the beginning of the non-cooperation movement. Non-cooperation movement, you are able to find this answer. Okay. So this is for the people, those who not wrote that particular answer and send that to me. So now you write it, and I want to see the notes properly without any errors there. Second one. So if you are not that much interested to write, we know that how to make you people to write there. Okay. So second one, write down. How had the first World War created? How had the first World War created a new economic situation? A new economic situation. How had the first World War create a new economic situation in India? In India. In India. Explain with the three examples. Explain with the three examples. Repeating the question one more time. How had the first World War created a new economic situation in India? Explain with the three examples. Yes, of course, everyone should write it. Everyone. Okay, Melvin cannot escape. Okay,
Sir,
answer
you-
is
Sir, created a
new economic situation in India. Explain with the three examples. New economic situation in India. Explain with the three examples. Explain with the three examples. Arjun, what are you searching for?
Paper.
Paper. No paper with you. Okay, fine. Fine. Write down. First point. It speeded up the process of industrialization. It speeded up the process of industrialization in India. Okay, the First World War. What is that? It speeded up the process of industrialization in India. Second point, it led to a huge rise in defense expenditure. It led to a huge rise in defense expenditure. Everyone right there, I write there. Soon after this class, you should send me the notes. Okay.
Can you repeat?
Question repeating. Not the question. The second point. It led to a huge rise in the defense expenditure of the government of India. It led to a huge rise in the defense expenditure of the government of India. Next one, last point. It created a demand for industrial goods. It created a demand for industrial goods. It created a demand for industrial goods in the bracket, jute bag, cloth, rails, RAILS, rails. Okay, close the bracket. Close
Sir,
the
can
bracket.
you repeat that bracket?
Nothing but in the bracket, jute bags, cloth, rails. Close the bracket. Meghna Pradeep, are you writing there? Meghna Pradeep.
Sir, will you repeat the last point once more?
Last point, nothing but not completed that. It created a demand of, it created a demand for industrial goods. So what are the industrial goods? jute bags, clothes, rails. Okay. And caused a decline and caused a decline of imports from other countries into India. From other countries into India. From other countries into India.
Sir, can you repeat?
Last point. It created a demand for industrial goods such as jute bags, cloth, rails, etc., and caused a decline of imports from other countries into India. Okay, next question. Next question. Explain the idea of Satyagraha according to Gandhi. Explain the idea of Satyagraha according to Gandhi. Explain the idea of Satyagraha according to Gandhi. Open your textbook, find out the answer and write it and send me later. Okay, fast. I'm not going to give the answer now. You just find out the answer from the textbook now itself. Yeah.
Question.
Explain the idea of Satyagraha according to Gandhi. Explain the idea of Satyagraha according to Gandhi. Explain the idea of Satyagraha according to Gandhi. Textbooks are there with you people, right? Okay. Each and every student of this class is possess a textbook. So open it, find out this answer, and write it. Come on. I want minimum 4 points. Make it fast. Write it now. Let me check whether you know this answer or not. Come on fast. So you are using a new textbook, so I am not sure about the page number. So please check it. Idea of Satyagraha by Mahatma Gandhi. Find out the answer and write down. You got that, Sainaba?
Sir.
Yeah. What about Ashik Pateri? You got that answer?
Yes, sir.
Bhadra?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Vishnupriya. Okay, fine. Leave it. The students already sent this answer. No need to write it again. Okay. A student, those who already sent these answers to me, no need to write it again. Others, I know that who other people, those who send these answers. I know that well. Already marked that. So others, please write and send it. Send that answer. I can give you 3 minutes for it. 3 minutes, just 3 minutes. After that, I will go for the next question. 3 minutes. Your time starts now. Okay, last 1 minute. Okay, stop writing. Next question. How did Mahatma Gandhi successfully organize? How did? If it is not completed, leave the space. After the class, write it and send me. Okay. How did Mahatma Gandhi successfully organize? How did Mahatma Gandhi successfully organize Satyagraha movement? Satyagraha movement in various places. How did Mahatma Gandhi organize Satyagraha movement in various places? Just after arriving India. Just after arriving India. Just after arriving India. Explain by giving 3 examples. Explain by giving 3 examples.
Sir, can you repeat those things?
Explain by giving 3 examples. Repeating the question one more time. How did Mahatma Gandhi successfully organize Satyagraha movement in various places just after arriving India? Explain by giving 3 examples. Explain by giving 3 examples. Okay, 4 minutes for this answer. Find out from your textbook what are the 3 various satyagrahas that is organized by Mahatma Gandhi just after. Got that? So 3 satyagrahas are there. Write down. So all these satyagrahas planned by Mahatma Gandhi just after reaching India, 1916, 1917, and 1918. First 3 satyagrahas. Write down that. Number of cameras are off. Number of cameras are off. Meghna, Fia, Hayedi, Surya, Afsana, Savio, Vishnu. No response at all.
Yes, sir.
Turn on your cameras.
Yes, sir.
Last 1 minute. Tell me, Bhadra Pramod, what is the answer? Bhadra?
Sir,
Tell me the answer.
after arriving in India, Mahatma Gandhi successfully organized Satyagraha movements in various places.
Ah.
In 1916, he traveled to Champaran in Bihar
Ah.
to inspire the peasants to struggle against the oppressive plantation system.
Very good. Done.
Then, in 1917, he organized a Satyagraha to support the peasants of Kedah district of Gujarat.
Hmm.
And in 1918, Mahatma Gandhi went to Ahmedabad to organize the Satyagraha movement amongst cotton mill workers.
Okay. So that is the answer. You got it. Okay. Next question. Write down. Write down. Write about the Rowlatt Act of 1990. Write about the Rowlatt Act of 1990. Write about the Rowlatt Act of 1990. Write about the Rowlatt Act of 1919. Okay. So find out the answer and write it. Okay, leave some space. Next question. Write down one more question. How was the Rowlatt Act opposed by the people in India? How was the Rowlatt Act? How was the Rowlatt Act? How was the Rowlatt Act opposed by the people? How was the Rowlatt Act opposed by the people in India? Explain with examples. Explain with the examples. So how was the people reacted against the Rowlatt Act? That's what the question. Okay, find out the answer from your textbook and write it. Okay, so these two questions, write that answer, and along with the other answers, you should send that to me after this class or immediately after this class. Okay, maximum you can take it 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Within 20 minutes, I have to get the answer. Okay, now open your textbook. Open your textbook, everyone. Open your textbook. So we discussed the socio, political, and economical condition that created by the First World War in India. Okay, and the arrival of Mahatma Gandhi, the idea of Satyagraham by Mahatma Gandhi, the Rowlatt Act, okay, or the Black Act of 1990, okay, and how the people reacted against the Rowlatt Act, the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, okay, and the Khilafat movement, and the non-cooperation movement, and how the non-cooperation movement started in the towns. That's what the last topic we discussed, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? You forgot about all these things there, right? Yes or no? Check that.
Yes,
Check
sir.
that. The movement in towns, we discussed that, right? The movement in towns. Is that complete or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. And how the non-cooperation movement become weaker in the towns? That also we discuss, and I give a question for you people. So far, I received only 3 answers. 3 answers out of 37. 3 answers. Okay. So 34 people don't know the answer, or I don't know what happened to that people. Anyway, I will make you people to write this answer. Mind it. Okay. So coming to the next one, next topic, rebellion in the countryside. Rebellion in the countryside, that's related with the non-cooperation movement. Non-cooperation movement. So we know that non-cooperation movement that started in January 1921 So different groups of people or different social groups, they give different meaning for the term Swaraj or self-rule. Swaraj or self-rule. So we discussed about how the middle class people reacted to that particular idea of non-cooperation. Okay, and here it is related with the peasants and tribals in the countryside. Countryside means we know that it is villages, Indian villages of that time. Okay, 1920s, how the people in the villages of India reacted to this non-cooperation movement, or how they accepted the call of non-cooperation movement. Okay, or how they conceive it. Next one, from the cities, the non-cooperation movement spread to the countryside. From the cities, what happened? The non-cooperation movement spread to the villages of India. Villages of India. It drew into its fold the struggle of peasants and tribals. So basically, in the villages, we are able to find the movement that organized by the peasants, farmers, and tribal people. Okay, so already we know that what made the farmers turn against the Britishers. Okay, the policies that adopted by the Britishers. Okay, clear. Basically their taxation, the revenue collection methods like the right-to-hire system, the zamindari system, all such systems made the peasants turn against the Britishers. Okay, that we know. But why these tribal people turn against them? Some reasons are there for it. Okay, already you studied that in last year, class 9. Okay, studied or not? Indian forests, not studied. Yes or no? Ashik, Rudra, Nirupama, no idea about that, right? Okay, let it be,
Yes,
leave
sir.
it, leave it, leave it. We'll discuss that. So here, first of all, we are going to discuss about the problem of the farmers or the peasants. Okay, here in Out, name of a place in Uttar Pradesh, UP, were led by, sorry, the Out peasants were led by Baba Ramchandra, an important name related with the one particular movement. His name is Baba Ramchandra, a sannyasi, monk, a monk. Okay, monk, sannyasi. It's a vernacular term, sannyasi, a monk who had earlier been to Fiji. Okay, Fiji, name of a place. It's an island country, Fiji. Okay, an intruded laborer. He worked as an intruded laborer. All right. Okay, he worked there for a long period of time. Okay, clear or not? You got that? What is his name? Baba Ramchandra. Baba Ramchandra. The movement here was against talukdars. Meaning of the term talukdar. Okay, chief administrative officer of a taluk is termed as talukdar. In Kerala, we will say tahsildar, right?
Yes.
Tahsildar. Okay, that's what talukdar and landlord. So mainly the peasants movement is against the talukdars and the landlords, owners of the land, who demanded from peasants exorbitantly high rent and variety of other cesses. So these taluksdar and these landlords, they collected a huge rate of rent from these people and the revenue. Okay, huge rent and revenue from these peasants. Okay, so that made these peasants to turn against this talukdar or the landlords. Not only that, peasant had to do beggar. Another word for you people, beggar system. It's a particular system. Okay, basically existed in almost all the states of India. Okay, what is beggar? It's a bounded labor. Write down bounded labor, a sort of slavery, where the farmers want, I mean, the laborers want to work in the field of the landlords without any payment or low wages. Clear or not? Without no wages or low wages. That system is termed as beggar system. Beggar system, bounded labor. Okay. So most of these persons, sometimes they have to do the beggar and work at landlords from without payment. Here, underline that. So work at landlords from without any payment. As tenants, they had no security of tenure. Okay. The landlords sometimes will provide land to the farmers. Okay. It is called to be a leasing system, tenant system.
Uh,
Yeah. You got that?
yes.
Yeah, tenant. So, but there is no security for the tenure. At any time, the landlord, we might say, please leave from, they will use the term please leave from the land. Clear or not? So for the tenants, there is no security for the tenure. Clear? Underline that. Okay, there is no security for the tenure. Being regularly evicted so that they could acquire no right over the leased land. So there is no right for the tenants on a leased lands. Leased means what is leasing? Leasing. We are
Taking
using someone's property. Okay. Against paying what? Rent. That's what leasing. Clear or not? Clear or not? Okay, we can
yes.
lease houses, we can lease land. Okay, but we have to pay rent. But here, if paying rent also, there is no security for the tenure there. Anytime the landlord will say that please leave that land immediately. So they cannot produce the good product. At the same time, they have to pay high revenue to the government too, to the talukdar too. Okay, so problem. The peasants movement demanded reduction of revenue. So basically, the peasants, they agitated to reduce the revenue collection. Second one, abolition of beggar. Third one, and the social boycott of oppressive landlords. Okay, so their fight is what? Against the high revenue, against the beggar system. At the same time, they started boycotting the oppressive landlords. Okay, the landlords, those who utilize the farmers in a very bad manner or a bad way, they started what do you say? Boycott them. Boycott them. Boycott. We already studied that. Okay, refusal to cooperate with someone or something. It's called boycotting. Okay, so read up to here. We will continue in the next class. It's time to wind up the session now. So complete the note and send that to me, and we will discuss this in the next class. Okay, so just
Thank
read.
you, sir.
Savio, thank you very much. Savio is very much interested to go somewhere, I think so. Savio, huh?
Yes, sir.
No,
Yes, sir.
hungry? Hungry?
No,
Okay, so
sir.
okay, fine. Anyway, all of you, thank you. Let me take that attendance. Please 1 minute. Okay, everyone. I'm winding up the session now. Thank you very much.